joined over the phone by Dr. Mustafa Tammam, economic analyst. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Sir, how do you see the significance of the African Free Trade Agreement and the latest draft protocols that were signed lately?
Certainly, this is a very important event that took place, and as we know that the States gives a lot of importance now to the African continent because it considers the potential in various activities, economic and political activities. And certainly, this will certainly facilitate not only the trade between Egypt and African countries, but also Egypt will be the hub probably for, or the link between Europe and other countries which would like to have business with the African countries. So certainly this is a very important event, and we will be capitalizing on it in order to have more potential in order to cooperate between enhanced cooperation between these countries and Egypt and African countries.
Right. Well, sir, how do you see the significance of implementing this agreement on the ground, and what are the main challenges facing this implementation?
Certainly, there are a lot of challenges, you see, because first one will be the human resources, you see, have to be upgraded through training and through providing modern technology in African countries. Certainly, there will be bureaucracy, certainly in certain countries, will be a major drawback, and certainly that is very important that we have a steering committee in order to eliminate this factor. Mm-hmm. The third one probably will be certain laws and regulations, and number 4 will be the infrastructure of these countries. Probably some of the infrastructure is not adequate in order to meet these challenges.
Right. Sir, how do you view Egypt's keenness on the implementation of the African Free Trade Agreement, especially that Egypt was among the first African countries to outline all its obligations to the agreement?
Certainly, Egypt took the initiative now to start this, and it's not the first initiative. A lot of initiatives took place. Certainly, it's very, very important that we continue, you see, that we took these recommendations and turn them to an action plan and follow up and eliminate, as you just mentioned now, any obstacles that we can meet. You see, this is very, very important.
Mm-hmm. The World Bank has estimated the total revenues of the continent expected to gain from applying the AFTA or the African Free Trade Agreement to reach around $450 billion. What are your expectations?
Certainly, this will take place if we are going to have clear objectives. If we be able to eliminate obstacles, certainly, as we just mentioned, and certainly if we be able to transfer technology in order to upgrade the human resources. This is very, very important.
Mm-hmm. Right. Sir, the agreement is expected to merge 54 African countries of 1.3 billion people. What are your expectations of combining these countries and merging transportation and trade among these countries?
Certainly, this is a very good initiative, and certainly a lot of countries certainly will be happy to go into this initiative. As I mentioned, certainly there will be obstacles, and it's very important that we have a steering committee in order to eliminate these obstacles.
Mm-hmm. Sir, do you expect African countries to lower its imports from Europe and other countries, and we will be seeing more African-made products soon?
We expect that probably there's a lot of potential business to do in African countries, certainly, and probably now, as you see, there are difficulties in importing and exporting, you see, due to the Ukraine war and a lot of troubles worldwide. So certainly, African countries will certainly be more dependent on themselves, and there'll be cooperation, and that will enhance the cooperation between these countries in order to boost their economy and upgrade their political situation as well.
Right. Well, I would like to thank you so much, Dr. Mustafa Tammam, economic analyst. Many thanks for your insights, sir.
Thank
And
you.
dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of Africa Today. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coming up here on Nile TV International.